From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSP TV and the Standard Speaker.
First flooding and now a fast-moving fire. A local golf course has had a streak of bad luck. What caused the big blaze over the weekend and how much damage did the flames leave behind for Edgewood in the Pines? Good evening and thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Kristen Bazinski. A double blow for a local golf course. Just 2 weeks ago, Edgewood in the Pines was basically underwater thanks to Tropical Storm Lee. Now, this past Saturday, it was a fierce fire that ripped through one of Edgewood's buildings. Flames ripped through the course's maintenance shed, a place where chemicals, golf carts, and more are stored. It was a smoky blaze, and when firefighters got to the drums business, the building was completely engulfed in flames. Edgewood workers say they believed it was a lawnmower that sparked the blaze, which spread quickly. Witnesses said they were fearful not only because of the intense fire, but because there were loud popping noises coming from inside the building. And there's fertilizer and gas stored inside, along with pesticides. Neighbors close to the course were actually advised by firefighters to stay indoors and close their windows because of the chemicals. Firefighters had to use a different plan of attack to get to the blaze because of the chemicals inside of that. Fighting the fire on the inside, they used heavy equipment to knock the blaze down from the outside. At least 20 golf carts were destroyed in the fire, along with lawnmowers used on the course. Edgewood in the Pines had just reopened about 2 days before that fire Saturday. The course was closed since flooding damaged much of the actual course. Luckily, no one was hurt at Edgewood on Saturday. On Friday night, a man was hurt when he slipped down into a stripping pit. It happened in Harwood behind Old Street. We're told a man was picking mushrooms when he lost his footing on the side of the pit and slid down. Firefighters had to rescue him and called for a medical helicopter to come in and get that victim. Medevac landed down the street near the Harwood firehouse. No word on the extent of the man's injuries after this fall in Harwood, Hazel Township. It's been close to 2 weeks since Tropical Storm Lee flooded parts of northeastern Pennsylvania. Now, as the water dries up, people are sorting through the rubble of what was once their homes and possessions. Cleanup after the flood has been an ongoing effort for folks and are not doing it alone. And that is thanks to local fire departments. Luzerne County EMA requested help from Lower Luzerne County, and Greater Hazleton's fire departments are aiding in the recovery effort. Since last Saturday, September 10th, the Freeland Fire Department and ambulance has been pumping areas of Mackinac, Chickasha, and Columbia County thanks to a dozen of volunteers. The Whitehaven Fire Department has been helping too in West Nanticoke and West Pittston, either pumping out basements or cleaning up mud from the streets. The firefighters described to News 13 the conditions of these areas. We met up with them at a joint outing on Saturday at the VFW Grove in Foster Township.
We got up there. It was shocking. It was devastating, heartbreaking for the victims of the flooding. The river, they said, was probably 30 to 40 feet out of its banks at that time, and we began pumping efforts, and we pumped for about 12 hours in Mackinac on Saturday.
The damage between those two towns, being so close to the river, the windows were blown out of storefronts. The big ice machines were actually lifted up and moved around in the buildings, and it just water just a horrible thing, I guess you could say, in that position.
I never saw anything like it before in my life. The people were just, you could tell they were devastated by it, very upset. It was funny how when they saw us all showing up, their fire department, I guess, had some people that were flooded out. They had a really short crew of guys. They were tired. They'd been out since Wednesday. We were with another maybe 4 departments up there.
You can't compare it to what you actually see on TV or on film. It's so devastating. It's unbelievable to go through those houses and see the damage. It's undescribable with the mud and the damage that's done to everything in that home.
Kids' toys out alongside the road, all mud covered, thrown in trash. All their clothes were in trash. Furniture. I've never seen something like that before. And in my entire 40 years of my life, I've never seen that before.
Freeland is 100% volunteer company. None of our guys get paid. So for them to give up time with their families from their jobs to go up and help other people in need, I just think it's amazing. They're a group of great guys. They'll do anything for anybody, and this just proves it.
Mass devastation. I mean, everything that everybody owned in that whole area was totally destroyed. People were just worried about getting stuff out of their house, keeping the houses aired out and stuff. One house we did go into, all the wooden drawers and everything were all swollen. The doors were swollen. People couldn't open and close the drawers or the doors of the house. But everything they owned, they were just taking it out and putting it in the street in piles, and backhoes just coming along, picking it up and throwing it in dump trucks.
The power of water and what it did to the people, and it was sad. It was sad to see almost all their belongings out on the sidewalks piled up, for trash. And it was just, very sad to see.
Volunteers say the flood victims are so grateful to see the firefighters. They offer them food and water and even help pull the hoses. The cleanup is definitely a team effort. Valley Regional Fire and Rescue is helping flood victims too. Firefighters went to battle some of the high water themselves. It was a chance for them to use a new piece of equipment. It's a brush flood truck that can be used in floods, fires, and off-road terrain. Recently, the truck helped pump out flooded streets and tow submerged vehicles off roadways in West Pittston. It's a special truck because it didn't always look like this. It was actually an old military truck used by the State Bureau of Forestry that's been converted by hand by fire company volunteers. Valley Regional Lieutenant Michael Gross says a team of 5 firefighters dismantled the old truck by cutting the sides off the bed. Then they welded new boxes on the truck, installed the tanks, and mounted the pumps, all working together to get the job done.
We are all very proud of this truck. I mean, we all took ideas from each one of our heads, and no blueprints, no nothing, no company telling us how it needed to be done, and we're all very proud of what we created. I mean, we never thought it would turn out this great, to be honest with you. The thing, it runs and performs beautifully, and when people see it going down the street, just the looks that you get from it, it's just the look of awe of, wow, what is that? So yes, we are all very proud of it down here.
Gross says the truck will mainly be used to fight brush fires, but it could also be used at house fires and aid in deep water rescues in the valley. Not only are the Valley firefighters ready to fight the floods, they're taking time to give back to the flood victims. We were there as volunteers loaded up a tractor trailer with all kinds of donated supplies for those who lost so much. They call it Fill the Truck for Flood Victims. The truck was loaned to the firefighters by a local business, and 3 drop-off points were established for people to bring toys, clothes, food, cleaning supplies, and more. Sugarloaf Fire Company on one side of the valley was a drop-off point, along with Valley Regional Firehouse for the east side and APTS Ambulance in Hazleton City. All of the items are going to residents in Mackinac, Nescopec, Wapwallopin, and other nearby spots that are suffering from the wrath of Tropical Storm Lee. Firefighters will keep collecting for another week until next Saturday. If you need more information, call 788-2249. Don't forget, News 13 continues to collect for the flood victims. We just need you to help us do it. And so far, it is unbelievable the amount of clothes, socks, and cleaning products that have been dropped off here at News 13. Our entire lobby is now filled. It will be a long road to recovery and a very costly cleanup. Many are pitching in to do their part in healing the wounds, including News 13. We told you last week we have teamed up with a local church and the city of Hazleton. Take a look at the generosity so far here in Greater Hazleton. Everything from socks, shoes, blankets, clothes, and cleaning supplies now fill our front lobby here at News 13. We are assisting St. Paul's Lutheran Church with their Buckets of Love campaign. Church members are collecting household items from cleaning products, gloves, buckets, sponges, bleach, basically any products to help clean up the mess. News 13 will be a drop-off site for that collection. You can bring items to News 13 Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. All of the products will be delivered to the church, and Pastor Kaufman, along with the congregation, will deliver the buckets of love to those who need them most. And we are your drop-off spot for new and used clothing and socks, especially in children's sizes. Hazleton Mayor Joe Yanuzzi asked us to help the residents of Shikshini, an area completely destroyed by the flooding. We talked with Shikshini Mayor Beverly Moore last week, who was so humbled to know we were collecting for her residents and said they really need clothes, especially children's clothes, and especially socks. To support Shikshini, bring new used clothes right here to News 13 in downtown Hazleton Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. Help News 13, St. Paul's Lutheran Church in Mountaintop, and Hazleton Mayor Joe Yanuzzi help those who need it most right now. We will be collecting throughout the rest of this week, and everything will be delivered, we hope, by Friday. Coming up, a busy intersection is getting a new look, and Freddie B travels to the Big Apple to meet up with our favorite Tampa Bay Rays, Joe Madden and Russ Kanzler. Wait to hear about Madden's effort to give back to the greater Hazleton area.
Stay tuned for great local programming all night long right here on SSP TV. At 7 o'clock, it's Feelin' Good. Join hosts Dr. Joe Bafil and Debbie Lasan as they discuss chiropractic care and total body wellness. 7:30 is the Sam Lasan Show. Join Sam as he talks with John Keegan. 8:30 is Real Life in the OR. Join Channel 13 as we take you inside the operating room as Dr. Mead performs knee repairs and replacements. 8:30 is the Dr. Mead Show. Join Dr. Mead as he shows you how to live a healthy lifestyle. 9 o'clock is your broadcast of the Sam Lasan Show, and at 9:30 it's all around the town. Join News 13 SSP TV as we visit local businesses and showcase their products and specialties. It's like shopping from home. If you want to promote your business and share it with our thousands of viewers, call us today at 455-7267. And don't forget about the rebroadcasts of our news at 6, 10, and 11:30.
You're watching News 13, brought to you by SSP TV and the Standard Speaker with Janine Mazurkevich, Kristen Bazinski, Christina D'Amato, and Nikki Grimes.
No one plans to be hurt. I'm attorney Conrad Falvello, and I have yet to meet anyone who would trade their health for money. But if you've had your livelihood taken away by someone else, don't kid yourself. No one's going to hand you a check. At Falvello Law, injury law is what we do every day. It's the only thing we do every day.
Falvello Law, injury lawyers.
If you struggle with obesity, you know how difficult life can be, but there is help. The fully accredited Northeast Bariatric Center offers 3 surgical alternatives for weight loss, including the newest, minimally invasive sleeve procedure.
Improve your health and enjoy quality time with your family and friends. Just visit our website for more information or to check dates and times for our monthly informational session. You have a lot to gain by losing.
When your car has seen her last mile, you want to make sure her old parts and fluids go here and not here. At Harry's U-Pull-It, we dispose of your old car parts the right way, recycling every piece possible. From parts to fluids, when you bring your old car to Harry's, you'll know that our state-of-the-art system is keeping your footprint as green as possible. Harry's U-Pull-It.
As a diabetic, where do I turn for the special healthcare products and advice I need?
Come into your nearby Good Neighbor Pharmacy. We specialize in the unique concerns and needs you have as a diabetic patient. Your Good Neighbor pharmacist has a fully trained staff, stocks a broad selection of the products you need, and takes a personal interest in your health and well-being.
A busy intersection will soon have a new look as demolition crews moved into West Hazleton this morning. The demolition of the former Can Do advertising building at McKenna's Corners got underway this morning. It's all part of the Broad Street Corridor project. The area is fenced off for safety and to prevent any debris from going into the roadway during the project. Now, one lane's also shut down in the area and a worker is directing traffic. The project should wrap up in a few days as long as the weather cooperates. After demolition is complete here in West Hazleton, the same contractor will move to Cedar Street, where some structures behind Lackawanna College will be raised, and several structures on the northeast corner of East Broad and Poplar Streets will also then be demolished. A nice day to do some demo in the borough, but some rainy weather could put a damper on the dry conditions. Heading outdoors right now, we see the clouds moving in for tonight with a chance of rain. We'll see the temp dips down to 52. We're only going to get up to 66 on your Tuesday. Cloudy skies and showers are likely here in Greater Hazleton. Tonight's forecast brought to you by Valmont Auto Sales, 501-2626, Route 93 in West Hazleton. And we also welcome Beachbody to the forecast here on News 13. Decide, commit, succeed. Beachbody's top products include Shakeology, TurboFire, P90X, and P90X2, along with Insanity. Now, Beachbody, located in Shepton. You can call them at 233-7516 to learn more. And, of course, we'll be giving you more information on Beachbody every day here during News 13 weather. Some students in the Hazleton Area School District will be racing for education, and many of their dads and moms are helping them get ready for it. Instead of holding several small fundraisers throughout the year, Valley Elementary Middle School is having a really big one called Race for Education. News 13 found some Valley PTA members filling out forms and getting sponsor packets ready for all the parents. The students need sponsors such as friends and family members.
We had a writing day last Friday, so all of the kids did their addresses and put their names on the mailers that will go out to their friends and family. And today we're folding those up, taping them closed, and getting the stamps on them, and hopefully going to send them out today.
Last year, thousands of dollars was raised for field trips, special assemblies, and other activities throughout the year. The Race for Education Walk will take place on October 6th and 7th. If you'd like to make a donation, just mail a check to the school, payable to the Valley Elementary Middle School PTA. On your screen right now, your winning midday lottery numbers for this Monday. Your daily number, 994, big 42293, Quinto 41171, and Treasure Hunt 5, 8, 18, 24, 27.
Good evening, everyone, and here's your lineup for Tuesday. News 13 extends our deepest sympathies to the family and friends of these recently departed. Nancy H. Lack of Hazleton. The funeral will be on Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. from the Hillary J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 6 to 9 p.m. William A. McKendry of Weatherly. The funeral services will be on Wednesday at 1 p.m. from the Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Granville G. Gerhardt of Packard Township. The funeral services will be on Friday at 11 a.m. from the St. Matthew's Union Church. Visitation will be on Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. and on Friday from 10 to 11 a.m. Julie Bodner of McAdoo. The funeral services will be on Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. from the Stanley E. Anilowski Funeral Home. Friends may call Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Ashley M. Quinn of West Hazleton. The funeral will be on Thursday at 11 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Edward S. Lusky of Hazleton. The funeral will be on Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. from the Firo Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 6 to 9 p.m. Helen Kennedy of Hazleton. A Divine Liturgy will be held Friday at 10 a.m. from the St. Mary's Byzantine Catholic Church. Friends may call Friday from 9 to 10 a.m. Alan Niles Bailey of Drums. The funeral will be on Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 6 to 9 p.m. Nicholas Panzarella of Hazleton. A massive Christian burial will be held Tuesday at 10 a.m. from the Most Precious Blood Church. Lawrence Drumock of Hazleton. A Divine Liturgy will be held Tuesday at 10 a.m. from the St. John's Byzantine Catholic Church. Friends may call Tuesday from 9 to 10 a.m. And Janine Polishak of Zion Grove. The funeral will be on Wednesday at 10:15 a.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. and on Wednesday from 9:15 to 10:15 a.m. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop on 15th Street in Hazleton. Free delivery to all local funeral homes. Call 570-454-0111.
For the past 9 years, I've been providing Hazleton personal, accurate, and immediate radiologic services. I'm Dr. Steve Reinhaus, board-certified radiologist at Reinhaus Radiology. Recently, I relocated from my former facility to open this new center because I was unwilling to compromise my service to you. Here at Rhinehouse Radiology, I strive, along with my talented staff, to provide you with absolute best in diagnostic imaging services. So when results matter, be sure. Request Rhinehouse Radiology.
The top of the 80s is now serving Sunday breakfast from 8 to 12. Stop in this Sunday for these delicious morning meals.
SSP TV Sports on News 13 with Ron Marchetti.
Welcome to Trivia Treats on this Monday, September 19th. Hi, everybody. 43 years ago, in 1968, the Tigers' Denny McLain became Major League Baseball's first 30-game winner since Dizzy Dean in 1934, as he defeated the Oakland A's 5-4 in Detroit. The Tigers scored 2 runs in the ninth to preserve the thrilling victory. McLain finished that 68 season with a 31-6 record and a 1.96 ERA, and he followed that season with a 24-9 campaign in 1969. But he never was the same pitcher after he was suspended for the first half of the 1970 season by Commissioner Bowie Kuhn because of his involvement with gamblers. From his rookie season in 1963 through 1969, McLain's record was 114-52. But from 1970 through the end of his career in 1970, McLain's record was 17-34. Now let's go back to 1950 and switch to football. In the opening game of the NFL 61 years ago, the Cleveland Browns polished off the Eagles 35-10 in Philadelphia, coached by Paul Brown. The Browns had dominated the All-America Football Conference during the 4 seasons of its existence, winning all 4 championships. After the 1949 season, the AAFC folded and the NFL absorbed the Cleveland Club from the defunct organization. To test the Browns, the NFL scheduled them against the Eagles. The 1948 and 1949 NFL champions, after their convincing victory, the Browns would go on to post a 10-2-0 regular season record and beat the Los Angeles Rams 30-28 in the championship game on December 24th in 1950. Now let's drop back exactly 10 more years to 1940 in a game that had more than flavor of water polo than football. The Chicago Cardinals and Detroit Lions combined for only 30 yards in total offense in a 0-0 tie in Buffalo, a venue chosen by the Cards due to the small crowds the club was attracting at home. A terrific thunderstorm hit with the opening kickoff and continued throughout the contest as the Lions gained only 16 yards and the Cardinals 14. The 30 yards of total offense will go down in NFL history as the lowest by a wide margin. I could safely say that this record will stand forever. Now let's come closer as we close it up to 1971, exactly 40 years ago today. At Lambeau Field, in the midst of coaching his very first NFL game, the Green Bay Packers coach, Dan Devine, became entangled in a sideline pileup and broke his leg. To make matters worse, the Packers lost the New York Giants 42-40. Other reverses included a missed field goal that was returned 100 yards by Green Bay's Kenny Ellis, 2 Giant touchdowns within 6 seconds when Dave Hampton fumbled twice into the end zone, and 4 Fran Tarkenton touchdown passes. Duke Snyder would have been 85 today, and Joe Morgan is 68. Till Friday, be a good sport and stay loose.
Well, if you didn't see it on the Standard Speaker's website yet today, Tampa Bay Rays manager and Hazleton native Joe Madden plans to raise money for a community center in Hazleton. Our Freddie B traveled to New York City this morning to talk with Madden and Hazleton's own Russ Kanzler about the effort. Freddie will have more on Tuesday in News 13 Sports. But for now, Madden announced that a sports memorabilia auction and dinner will be held December 16th at Lobitz's. Proceeds from the event, which will feature celebrity bartenders and waitstaff, will go toward purchasing a center for youths and adults. The event will be organized by Hazleton Integration Project, or HIP, a group launched Monday by Madden. HIP's goal is to unite the cities and city's Anglos and Hispanics and make Hazleton a better place to live. HIP will also hold a Thanksmas dinner for the poor on December 17th. Make sure you catch Freddie B on Tuesday right here on News 13 Sports to hear from Madden and Kanzler. Thought I typed the wrong word there. And in other sports news tonight, News 13 traveled a bit south of Schuylkill County Friday night. Marion fell to Mahanoy area on Friday, 26-6, despite their powerful running game. The Golden Bears were able to keep Marion in check on the ground, forcing 5 turnovers on defense. They didn't allow any Marion points on the board until just under 7 minutes left in the game. Their offense, led by Mike Gavel, simply cut through the Colts defense, scoring the 26 points to lead them to triumph over their rivals. Gavel gave a lot of credit to his coaches and how they trained them for this matchup. Gavel rushed for 217 yards on 20 carries, about 10 yards apiece, and had a hand in each Golden Bear point. Gavel scored on touchdown runs of 30, 71, and 15 yards, and also completed a 5-yard pass to Neil Goodman in the second quarter for the game's first touchdown. So Mahanoy area goes 3-0 overall, 2-0 in the Anthracite League as Marion falls to 2-1 overall and 1-1 in their own league. Finally, at 5, for all the movie buffs who either stream new releases on their computer or get a DVD delivered to them, listen up. Netflix has decided to rebrand its DVD service by giving it a new name, Quickster. Netflix is separating its online streaming and DVD by mail service. In a few weeks, Netflix subscribers who want to get DVDs by mail will go to a separate website to access Quickster. The streaming business will continue to be called Netflix, and members who subscribe to both services will now have 2 separate entries on their credit card statements. The changes come after Netflix announced to separate its mail order and internet streaming services into 2 separate plans, which raised the price for users. All right, we're back in just a few. Check us out on the web at ssptv.com and get late breaking news online at thestandardspeaker.com. Coming up live at 5:30, what do pumpkins and pears have in common? You'll be surprised to find out. Plus, beware of a scammer around town and also a robber. It's all ahead in just a few.
Take a deep breath. It's all going to be fine. Come on, take a deep breath. Keep on breathing.
Feed a hungry child. Give generously to CEO.
Savings of the Green Sale event is now in progress. Experience tomorrow's technology today with Earthwise vinyl windows and doors installed by Just Windows and much, much more. Saving energy daily translates into saving money. And saving Mother Earth for tomorrow's generations of homeowners is priceless. So take the leap to more eco-friendly homes with an environmentally friendly windows and doors from Just Windows and much, much more.
Ashley, you forgot about free estimates.
Come on, man. Call today for a free estimate. Tell them Ashley sent you.
Check out the all-new 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee with its 6-cylinder or Hemi engine, panoramic sunroof to the all-new Quadra-Lift air suspension. Or how about the 2011 Jeep Wrangler, heated leather seats, 3-piece Freedom Top. The Wrangler is still holding on to its 70 years of American heritage. Imported from Detroit, the Chrysler 200 is all new from its shape and ride to the handling. And when you need a tough worker, take a look at the Ram 15 or 2500, both sporting fuel efficiency, towing, and legendary durability.
At Providence Place, we pride ourselves on giving a good value to our residents. Let's hear what they have to say about their experience.
The place is always neat and clean. Their food is out of this world. The people that service everything do a very good job. They have a terrific therapy department. This place, it's really got everything.
Take advantage of free prescription delivery and discounts for senior citizens at Yoakum's Pharmacy, 1749 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Choose convenience and save at the same time. Call Yoakum's Pharmacy today, 570-454-1135.
Howdy,
There are commercials running right now that want you to believe that the only way to get your diabetic testing supplies covered by Medicare is to use mail order. Nothing could be further from the truth. At Standard Drug, we'll deliver monitors, strips, lancets, even batteries for your monitor. You'll have no upfront cost. We'll bill Medicare. We'll bill your supplemental. Why, you'll even save the cost of a postage stamp. Standard Drug, your headquarters for diabetic supplies.
Her name is Kayla Kelly, an 18-year-old battling a very rare disease. As she awaits a heart transplant, the community continues to band together and help Kayla. This weekend, News 13 caught up with the courageous teen and a local band as money was raised, all in Kayla's name.
From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Hey again, everyone. Thanks so much for staying with us on this Monday night. I'm Kristen Bazinski. Well, News 13 has been following the courageous journey of 18-year-old Kayla Kelly, the Hazleton teenager with a very rare heart condition called Yule's disease. Kayla has also been listed as an 1A high priority on the heart transplant list. So if a heart becomes available that will work for Kayla, she may receive the transplant. The 18-year-old is one of only 2 people worldwide currently living with Yule's disease, which makes it difficult for her heart to pump blood the right way. The disease usually goes undetected until sudden death occurs, but Kayla's doctors caught it when she was just 9 years old. Kayla has stolen the hearts of so many, including the rock Christian band Less of Us. The musicians joined with others to hold a huge bash and fundraiser in Kayla's name. News 13 stopped by the Stagecoach Inn Saturday afternoon, where the event was in full swing. Tricky trays, music, and an all-you-can-eat buffet. Kayla was there and was overwhelmed with the outcome and the amount of people who took time to come out and support her and her foundation. Letters to Kayla, which can be found on Facebook.
A lot of people have come out to support me and the foundation, and it's really humbling to see so many people come out.
She is currently on the heart transplant list, and she sees doctors in Hershey, so there are a lot of expenses that are required for her family going down back and forth. So all the proceeds will go out to benefit the family and her. There's also going to be sales, $5 tickets for Boscov's Friends Helping Friends. We also had a lot of tricky trays that were donated by local organizations in town. We'd like to thank everyone who donated. A lot of businesses came out with gift certificates and different gifts, and we really appreciate that.
Sunday not only was special for Kayla, but also for the band. Less of Us released its first album with some of the proceeds going right to Kayla. You can learn more about Less of Us on Facebook. Just search the band's name, and you can also stay up to date on Kayla's journey to getting a new heart on Facebook as well by searching Letters to Kayla. $23 million short. That's how much Luzerne County will be in the hole in 2012. County commissioners today started hearings to review next year's money plan. According to preliminary budget submissions, the county is expected to spend $134 million while only taking in $110 million in revenue. Commissioners will adopt the 2012 budget by the end of the year. The budget will be for the new home rule government. But remember, the figures are initial estimates and will change as commissioners find additional revenue and cut spending requests from some county departments. The Republican candidate for Luzerne County District Attorney wasted no time attacking incumbent Jackie Musto Carroll. Now, attorney Stephanie Salavantis kicked off her campaign this morning in Wilkes-Barre. News 13 spoke with the newcomer to politics at the announcement, where Salavantis said she is running for district attorney because the county is looking for change. Voters took initial steps toward change by saying yes to a new home rule form of government. Salavantis says with all the new judges coming in, voters are looking for change all around.
And I feel that one of the offices that still has not been looked over is the district attorney's office. The district attorney, the incumbent, sat by while all these juveniles were going unrepresented. They had no legal representation, and if she would have stepped foot in the juvenile courtrooms to see what was going on, maybe she could have stopped all of this corruption in Luzerne County from snowballing. So I'm here, standing here today to say I'm trying to bring the respect and integrity back to Luzerne County.
Salavantis has been practicing law for 2 years and was born and raised in the area. She says a young, tough, ambitious lawyer is the change Luzerne County needs in the district attorney's office. News 13 did contact Jackie Musto-Carroll this afternoon, who says she is standing by her years of experience and her good record. Well, a scary weekend in Hazleton for two men. Here's what happened. First, according to Hazleton City Police, a 58-year-old Hazleton man was beaten and robbed early Sunday morning. Juan Batista told officers his attacker was dark-skinned with dark curly hair, wearing dark clothing. Batista was taken to Hazleton General Hospital and subsequently flown to Lehigh Valley Hospital in Allentown. A hospital spokeswoman told us this morning that Batista was not on their patient roster. Another man, Rafael Tavares of North Locust Street, was reported also being robbed. Tavares, who was not injured, told officers he was robbed at gunpoint around 11 Saturday night in the area of 4th and James Street, also by a dark-skinned man wearing a gray hoodie. No word if police think the two incidents are related. Anyone with information on either or both incidents is asked to call police confidentially at 459-4940. Hazleton City Authority directors are alerting water customers of a scam following a recent incident involving a con man posing as an HCA employee who attempted to enter a woman's Hazleton Heights home. Water Authority board members said they heard a man told a woman he wanted to check the condition of her hot water heater. Now, that woman wisely refused and the man left without incident. So beware, the authority has not dispatched employees to check hot water heaters. Customers who wish to verify visits from authority employees can contact HCA's office at 454-2401. Well, people continue to never forget what happened on September 11, 2001, when local college took time to remember all of the lives lost and honor all those who became heroes that day. Our Gary Perna was there for the ceremony and the unveiling of a sacred piece of steel.
Like the bombings of Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941, it was a day of infamy. Like the assassination of a beloved president on November 22, 1963, it was a day of shock and disbelief. Like the loss of lives aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger on January 28, 1986, and Columbia on February 1, 2003, it was a day of heartbreak. September 11, 2001 was all of those things. The wound will forever feel fresh in our heart. Our perceptions, our reality, and our history were altered on that day.
This past Saturday, the Luzerne County Community College remembered the worst terrorist attacks on American soil. The ceremony took place at the college's Public Safety Training Center in Nanticoke. The college, along with members of the emergency services, placed a piece of the World Trade Center in its final resting place at a replica of the Twin Towers. College President Thomas Leary talks about the courage these men and women have.
To choose a career in the service field is a selfless act. To offer your services, and at times your life, is something most of us cannot comprehend. But to the many firefighters, police officers, and emergency medical personnel, this is something they clearly understand. They've dedicated their lives to each of us, to our mothers and fathers, to our sons and daughters, to our fellow Americans, and they know what it's like to run into a burning building knowing they may not return. They know what it's like to see a child's tears when they are faced with tragedy. They know what it's like to risk it all for another.
Luzerne County Commissioner Stephen Urban reflects on September 11, 2001.
The sky was cornflower blue, and fluffy cotton ball clouds dotted the sky as far as the eye could see. It was a clear, crisp September morning, the kind that brings back memories of returning to school at the end of a fun-filled, adventurous summer. Beauty was in the air as thousands awoke, ready to themselves for school and the work and a commute. But that beauty would not remain for long. Something ominous was in the air that morning, something that was beyond evil. You remember that morning. We all do. We can never forget that blue sky, that crisp air that soon would be choked with black, dense smoke and the screams of thousands as they witnessed darkness enveloping over the light of that beautiful morning. 10 years have passed since that fateful September day.
And for one mother, this area is the final resting place for her son, a New York City firefighter that never came home.
That piece of steel is actually my son's burial ground. That's the only burial ground he has. That's all we have of him.
The walk at Luzerne County Community College is there to remember those who lost their lives answering the call of duty. It is also there for a place of healing and a place to celebrate all those who lost their lives. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm Gary Perna for News 13.
Gary, thanks so much. A nice ceremony there. Well, coming up live at 5:30, local firefighters are on the road to recovery, helping flood victims pump life back into their homes. And a double blow for an area golf course. Crews battled a smoky blaze at Edgewood in the Pines over the weekend.
You're watching News 13 with Janine Mazurkevich, Kristen Bazinski, Christina D'Amato, and Nikki Grimes.
Oh, fumble!
I'll be here all day!
Yep, it's football season. And great deals are waiting for you at Berger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Like a new Jeep Patriot 4x4 starting at $18,495. Plus, we'll pay more for your trade guaranteed. Just off I-81, exit 145 Hazleton. Since 1921, drive with experience.
When it comes to all of your grocery needs, shop Boyer's Food Markets at 2 locations, 15th Street in Hazleton and South Hancock Street in McAdoo. Here are this week's specials. Every weekend, look in our hot food area for wings, tenders, and other party favorites. Don't forget about our gift cards and our senior citizens discounts. We also have double coupons every day. You can also go to BoyersFood.com for our weekly circular, monthly super specials, and much more. It's all at Boyer's Food Markets in Hazleton and McAdoo. For all of your eye care needs, including routine, medical, surgical eye care, glasses or contact lenses, visit Dr. Thomas Gislin at Hazleton Eye Specialists. Ask about the 7-minute, no needle, no stitch, no patch cataract surgery, and LASIK and multilex procedures. We do diagnosis and treatment of eye diseases, including glaucoma and dry eye syndrome. Dr. Kislin and his associates, Dr. Alexandria Wozmansky and Dr. Frank A. Bucci Jr., provide the highest level of medical and surgical eye care available, with eye care for all ages. Hazleton Eye Specialists, on the Airport Beltway in the Franklin Corporate Center.
Howdy. There are commercials running right now that want you to believe that the only way to get your diabetic testing supplies covered by Medicare is to use mail order. Nothing could be further from the truth. At Standard Drug, we'll deliver monitors, strips, lancets, even batteries for your monitor. You'll have no upfront cost. We'll bill Medicare. We'll bill your supplemental. Why, you'll even save the cost of a postage stamp. Standard Drug, your headquarters for diabetic supplies.
Meet Al D'Alessio and the friendly D'Alessio family of general vending. They're the good guys who make sure you have great coffee service at work. Plus, a full line of vending machines. Everybody loves the honest, dependable, good guys from general vending. On the job with the very best vending and coffee service 24 hours a day. Give them a call, 454-4693. 46 years of good guy service. That's general vending.
A double blow for a local golf course. Just 2 weeks ago, Edgewood in the Pines was underwater thanks to Tropical Storm Lee. Now this past Saturday, it was a fierce fire that ripped through one of Edgewood's buildings. Flames ripped through the course's maintenance shed, a place where chemicals, golf carts, and more are stored. It was a smoky blaze, and when firefighters got to the drums business, the building was completely engulfed in flames. Edgewood workers said they believed it was a lawnmower that sparked the blaze, which spread quickly. Witnesses said they were fearful not only because of the intense fire, but because there were loud popping noises coming from inside the building, and there was fertilizer, gas, and pesticides stored inside. Neighbors close to the course were actually advised by the firefighters to stay indoors, close their windows because of the chemicals. Firefighters had to use a different plan of attack to get to that blaze. Now, because of the chemicals inside, instead of fighting the fire on the inside, they used heavy equipment to knock the blaze down. At least 20 golf carts were destroyed in the fire, along with lawnmowers used on the course. Edgewood in the Pines had just reopened about 2 days before the fire Saturday. The course was closed since flooding damaged much of the actual green. Now, luckily, no one was hurt at the course on Saturday. It's been close to 2 weeks since Tropical Storm Lee flooded parts of northeastern Pennsylvania. Now, as the water dries up, people are sorting through the rubble of what was once their homes and possessions. Cleanup after the flood has been an ongoing effort, but folks are not doing it alone, and that's thanks to local fire departments. Luzerne County EMA requested help from Lower Luzerne County, and Greater Hazleton's fire departments are aiding in the recovery effort. Since last Saturday, September 10th, the Freeland Fire Department and ambulance has been pumping areas of Mackinac, Chickasha, and Columbia County, thanks to a dozen of their volunteers. The Whitehaven Fire Department has been helping too in West Nanticoke and West Pittston, either pumping basements or cleaning up mud from the streets. The firefighters described to News 13 the conditions of these areas. We met up with them at a joint outing on Saturday at the VFW Grove in Foster Township.
We got up there. It was shocking. It was devastating, heartbreaking for the victims of the flooding. The river, they said, was probably 30 to 40 feet out of its banks at that time, and we began pumping efforts, and we pumped for about 12 hours in Mackinac on Saturday.
Mass devastation. I mean, everything that everybody owned in that whole area was totally destroyed. People were just worried about getting stuff out of their house, keeping the houses aired out and stuff. One house we did go into, everything was, all the wooden drawers and everything were all swollen. The doors were swollen. People couldn't open and close the drawers or the doors of the house. But everything they were owned, they were just taking it out and putting it in the street in piles, and backhoes just coming along, picking it up and throwing it in dump trucks.
Volunteers say the flood victims are so grateful to see the firefighters. They offer them food and water and even help pull the hoses. The cleanup is definitely a team effort. Valley firefighters are taking time to give back to the flood victims. We were there as volunteers loaded up a tractor trailer with all kinds of donated supplies for those who lost so much. They call it Fill the Truck for Flood Victims. The truck was loaned to the firefighters by a local business, and 3 drop-off points were established for people to bring clothes, toys, foods, cleaning supplies, and more. Sugarloaf Fire Company on one side of the valley and Valley Regional Firehouse for the east side, and along with that, APTS ambulance in the city of Hazleton. All of the items are going to residents in Mackinac, Nescopec, Wallopin, and other nearby spots that are suffering from the wrath of Tropical Storm Lee. Firefighters will keep collecting for another week until next Saturday. If you need more information, you can call 788-2249. Once again, another reminder that News 13 continues to collect for the flood victims. We just need your help to do it. And so far, it's been unbelievable, the amount of clothes, socks, and cleaning products that have been dropped off here at News 13. Our entire lobby is filled. It will be a long road to recovery and a very costly cleanup. Many are pitching in to do their part in healing the wounds, including News 13. We have teamed up with a local church and the city of Hazleton. Just take a look at the generosity so far here in Greater Hazleton. Everything from socks, shoes, blankets, clothes, and cleaning supplies now completely fill our lobby here at News 13. We are assisting St. Paul's Lutheran Church with their Buckets of Love campaign. Church members are collecting household items from cleaning products, gloves, buckets, sponges, bleach, basically any products to help clean up the mess. News 13 will be a drop-off site for that collection through the end of the week. You can bring items to News 13 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. All the products will be delivered to the church, and Pastor Kaufman, along with congregation members, will deliver the buckets of love to those who need them most. And we are your drop-off spot for new and used clothing and socks, especially children's size clothes. Hazleton Mayor Joe Yanuzzi asked us to help the residents of Chickasha, an area completely destroyed by the flooding. We talked with Chickasha's mayor, Beverly Moore, who was so humbled to know we were collecting for her residents and said they really need clothes, and especially socks and children's clothes. To support Chickasha, bring new and used clothes right here to News 13 in downtown Hazleton, Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. Help News 13, SSP TV, St. Paul's Lutheran Church in Mountaintop, and Hazleton Mayor Joe Yanuzzi help those who need it most. Again, we'll be collecting throughout the rest of this week, and everything should, we hope, be delivered by Friday. All right, there's still more to come tonight here on your community news station. After local sports, we'll check on the forecast for the rest of the week. And we are going to be praying, of course, for nice days we have been seeing, because the September showers are back again.
Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on Channel 13, you will have 13 minutes to call in and win a free pay-per-view movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Tonight's winner, Carolyn M. Herzog of McAdoo. Carolyn, if you're watching, give us a call right now at 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
Sciatica is defined as pain that radiates from the lower back and is caused by the irritation of the sciatic nerves. Sciatica can cause tremendous pain and normal daily activities become almost impossible. Chiropractic care works on correcting or removing the pressure placed on the sciatic nerve and reducing pain. To see if chiropractic care may be able to help you, give Dr. Joe Bafeel at the Feel Family Chiropractic a call today, 570-788-3737.
Come party on the patio here at the Hollywood Diner. Enjoy the nightlife outside with live entertainment on the patio every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We have great drink specials, food specials, and desserts. Open 7 days a week, 24 hours on the weekend. Come party at Hollywood Diner where everyone is treated like a star.
SSP TV Sports on News 13 with Fred Barletta Jr.
Well, when Joe Madden was a young guy here in Hazleton, he was a big St. Louis Cardinal fan, so he's very much aware of what happened in 1964. Don't listen, Philly fans, you don't want to hear this. But little did he know that, well, we would be all these years later, they'd be comparing his team now to that 64 Cardinals team because, take a look. They beat the Red Sox again yesterday. That means 3 out of 4 the weekend in Fenway. Parlay that with the 3-game sweep last weekend down at the Trop. You put it all together, the Rays, 6 out of 7 off the Red Sox. And here's a team that was 9 games out of the wild card chase when we were entering early September 3rd, I believe. And here we are, less than 3 weeks later, and the Rays just 2 games behind the Red Sox and closing in on them fast. So you see it right there, 8-5. The Rays jumped out to an early lead. They never let go. Now, here's the deal. Tampa is off today. They're in New York City already. You may have heard it was a Letterman sweater theme on the train down from Boston. And they got a lot of publicity on that. They'll get more when they play the Yankees starting tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Red Sox and the Orioles, they clash today. So we'll keep an eye on it as the Tampa Rays make their run for the postseason. There's the rest of the schedule as you see. Baltimore at Boston, Minnesota, and the Yankees. And that is a game going on as we speak. These are all makeup games. And wrapping out a series tonight, 7:05 start, the St. Louis Cardinals and the National League East champion Phillies, 5th year in a row. They wrapped it up over the weekend. Let's go closer to home, Monday, and we've got a lot of different things going on and beautiful day for it. We've got golf. It's Nanticoke down at Sugarloaf to take on the Cougars. MMI goes over Route 93 to Berwick. Meanwhile, Hazleton is taking on Crestwood, and the MMI Preppers are at Wyoming Valley West. In soccer, Hazleton area at Redeemer. Volleyball, Hazleton on the road at North Pocono. And under the lights tonight at Harmon Geist Memorial Field, it'll be the Wallen-Pulpack girls coming in town, taking on Mary Kelly's girls. That one is a 6:30 start. Well, if it's Monday, not only does that mean Monday Night Football, but it means Crab and Clam Seafood Jam. And if you like seafood, you'll love Mondays at Bottlenecks. They have the white-shell little-neck clams and garlic butter for $3 a dozen. Peel and eat shrimp, same price. Or you can go for the pound of jumbo snow crab legs for $8.95. And as we said, we've got Monday Night Football for you. So go up, watch it on the big screen TV, 14 of them up there. You get a lot of good food too.
Everyone knows that Bottlenecks is the home of award-winning wings and mouth-watering steaks, but now a new tasty reason to stop by. New succulent snow crab legs, steamed, seasoned, and served with lemon and hot melted butter. And seafood fans will love Monday nights for the Crab and Clam Seafood Jam. featuring little neck clams in garlic butter and peel and eat Old Bay shrimp. Bottlenecks is open 7 days a week. The kitchen is open till midnight every day. There's always a reason to stop by Bottlenecks.
Take a deep breath. It's all gonna be fine. Come on, take a deep breath. Keep on breathing.
Feed a hungry child. Give generously to CEO.
At Slusser Law, we know accidents don't always happen between 9 and 5. That's why our lawyers are available around the clock to give you advice if someone you love has been injured or killed in an accident. It's important to protect your rights. I'm attorney Chris Slusser. Call us. We'll be there.
Freeland Senior Apartments, independent living at affordable prices for seniors and persons with disabilities. Affordable one-bedroom apartments to fit your needs, wall-to-wall carpeting, community room, on-site laundry and security system, free prescription delivery, and pets are welcome. Within walking distance of pharmacies, healthcare providers, restaurants, and more. Come visit us, 403 Ridge Street in Freeland, or call 570-636-2537.
Folks, how important is your local pharmacist? On the next Sam Lassang Show, John Keegan, registered pharmacist, joins me to talk about local pharmacists and how important they are. Now, are these mail orders that you're getting, are they saving you money, and how really important is that local pharmacist? The show is brought to you by the following pharmacists: Heights Terrace Pharmacy, Yorkville Town Drug, Medicine Shop, Standard Drug, and Yoakum's Pharmacists. These are the pharmacists that are concerned about you. It's all in the next Sam Lassang Show.
Sam, thanks so much. A pretty nice way to start a week off here with clear skies and no rain, but the rest of the week may not be as pleasant. That's a pleasant view there for our weather tonight. Mostly cloudy skies with the temp dipping down to 52 degrees. Your sun sets at 7:07 this evening. Our days are getting shorter. Sunrises on your Tuesday at 6:49. Average high 67, average low this time of year about 48 degrees. We set a record high at 83 back in 1965. And as we go to your 4-day outlook, here's what's in store. Little sun, little rain, and temps in the 60s. We'll see showers on Tuesday, 66, dipping down to 54 for your Tuesday night. Clouds sticking around for your Wednesday, 68, 58 for our low Wednesday evening. Thursday, chance of showers, cloudy, high near 68 degrees, 54 on Thursday, and we round out the work week with a chance of showers on Friday. Clouds remain with a high near 66 degrees. Your forecast tonight brought to you by the Lazy Dog Salon. They're on North Broad Street in West Hazleton. Give them a call for an appointment for your furry friend, 459-0310. Here is Cody. Well, he's definitely not an Akita. This is Sasha, a domestic short hair, hanging out in her little carrier there. If you want your pretty kitty to look like Sasha, call 459-0310. All right, on the 4th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a pumpkin in a pear tree. I know. It's supposed to be a partridge in a pear tree, but that's the new version of the famous Christmas carol for an Iowa couple who have discovered an eerie presence in their pear tree. Just in time for the approaching Halloween season, the couple recently discovered a pumpkin that appears to be growing in the tree at their Greenfield home. They say they have no idea how the pumpkin ended up in their tree, but it appears to be the work of Mother Nature. A nearby garden vine climbed the tree, giving the now green pumpkin the appearance of having sprouted from one of the tree's branches. Apparently, people have been stopping by to see the suspended pumpkin since it was discovered on Labor Day. Now the couple just waiting for that pumpkin to turn orange. I like my version of that song. That'll do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day. If you want to catch this newscast again, you can tune in for a rebroadcast throughout tonight and even tomorrow morning. And don't forget, you can always catch News 13 on the web at ssptv.com. Don't forget to make us your friend on Facebook. And folks, I did not forget about those tickets for the Hazleton concert series for Friday night's show of the Letterman. I promise, give them away tomorrow, so tune us in. Have a good night, everyone.